Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, Reeves with LeBron. Andersen is out there with Davis, and it's Russell in at point guard. And for Utah, Chris Dunn is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Hendricks. This one for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And Davis, here we go. Goes back up. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Dunn picks one up.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we are watching a mobile big man do his work. So smooth for his size is Anthony Davis.
And the Jazz seem ahead of schedule, Greg, but where can they take another step forward?
Well, turnovers have been a problem. They commit a lot, and they don't force a ton either defensively, so closing that differential will help them on the possession battle.
So it's the Lakers now, following the miss by Chris Dunn. Sinks the triple.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. The shot's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, James. That one goes. Count it. LeBron's got 5 now.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now, here's Markkanen. Coming off 31 points last game. From outside, off the mark.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Andersen, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And tough rebound, and he went back in for the basket. Andersen showing that extra effort.
Pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. There's the pass to Dunn. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. And it's Russell with the rebound.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Andersen, and Andersen slams it in.
A guy like Andersen is ready for the contact, and he expects to get physical.
Sexton the pass to Dunn. Over Russell. The Jazz with another miss. And here are the Lakers. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. We're always hearing the debate, who is the greatest of all time? Well, Clark, do you think passing Kareem's all-time scoring mark finally puts LeBron out in front?
Kevin, that in and of itself puts LeBron in rarefied air, no doubt. But when you're talking about the greatest player of all time, we all have our opinion. It's just so hard, I think, to effectively debate players across different eras. I just say there have been a ton of great players throughout the history of the game, and LeBron is certainly at the top of the list, no matter when he played.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And now the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Clark, LeBron did something most people thought would never be done.
I'm in that camp, Greg. I tell you, Kareem was my guy. He was my idol as I was growing up. I never thought his record would be surpassed. It just shows you how remarkable LeBron has been in his production, in preparation, and taking care of his body. And this guy is still going strong. That makes him the king.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Jazz trail by 12. George looking over the floor. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Shoots over James. The Jazz with another miss.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Utah turns it over again. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. And you look at Andersen, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Well, he does such a good job of positioning himself, so you have a hard time getting shots over him. One of the best of all rookies denying the rim.
Utah calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hachimura's checked in. 5 on the clock. They need this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Now here's James. 10 points for him. The 3 from Andersen. Here's Hachimura. Collins with some nice D.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Clarkson on the wing. Over Andersen. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Lakers leading by 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And there's a whistle that's going to go on Walker Kessler. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, James. Rebounded by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to Clarkson. The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Lakers on top, up by 15. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The 2 Lakers stars on the floor. LeBron at the 3 and Davis at the 5. Andersen is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hachimura in at the 4 spot. That's good for George on the assist by Markkanen.
And so focused on that shot. The contact doesn't even phase George.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to James. To the inside. And that one's good. Hachimura. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Here's Russell. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from George. Markkanen down low. Working on James. Clarkson outside. Markkanen against LeBron. And it goes down 2 points. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
Now here is Hachimura. Not a lot of room. Hands where the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Horton Tucker's checked in for Markkanen, and it's Colin Sexton in for Clarkson.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Here's James. They get it back. Andersen. Collins with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen has gone from a bit player to a starring role on offense. He says it's something that I have to get adjusted to, but going forward, I have the room and the mentality to be more aggressive. When I watch film, I always see things that can become so much better. I have a long way to go and a lot of room to improve. Kevin?
All right, good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
To the left wing. Here's Reeves, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed. And that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. And you look at Andersen, a great player, second in the league.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get his shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Now James, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Collins with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. George against Russell. Here's Hendricks. Scoreless thus far. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Passes to LeBron. Back to Russell. Floats it up for Davis. That one, no good.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Horton Tucker. Outside for George. And the call will be on Keontae George. That is his first foul of the game.
Hey, it's obvious when you're down, you can't afford to make mistakes, and he's made a few of them tonight.
Yurtseveni's checked in for Utah. Chris Dunn comes in for George. A nice shot by Andersen.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
So it's the Jazz now, following the three by the Lakers. Shot by Collins, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's LeBron over Sexton. A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got 12 in the game.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Horton Tucker with it, covered by LeBron. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. And the Jazz with some changes. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Talen Horton Tucker. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Sexton. And the Lakers also making a switch. Hachimura is checked in for Anthony Davis.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here is Russell. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. The pass to Andersen. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Andersen's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, guys, that's what hard work does for you. Andersen shows up to the arena every day with a workman's mentality.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes we overlook, but not tonight.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. Fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Colin Sexton is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Count that one.
Dicing up the defense with his speed, Chris Dunn has extraordinary handles.
Andersen kicks to LeBron. Back to Andersen. Down low. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got 14 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Dunn. He averages about 5 points a game. Off target on the 15-footer.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
He gets it in there.
And not who you'd expect the hot pass to come from, but how about the instincts there by Andersen?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. And you look at Andersen. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Done against Russell. Now, here's Dunn. Tight defense on him. Marking and down low. Covered by LeBron.
And how about the denial there by Andersen? He anticipated that shot and erased it.
James, the pass to Andersen. And Andersen slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Dunn. He kicks it to Sexton. Tipped away to the paint. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dunn against Russell. Dunn misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
So it's the Jazz now. After the basket by the Lakers. Andersen with the block. James, the pass to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle, James finds Andersen. Here's Reeves, 6 to shoot, and he's going up for the alley-oop.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Dunn looking over the floor. Looking to end his cold spell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, I tell you what, Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. A stat sheet stuffer for sure. He scores it, he passes it well, and he also gets to the glass from his position.
John Collins, he's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Sexton. Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. Now here is Davis. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Reeves. Count that bucket. Reeves has got 9.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Kessler with it. He's guarded by Davis. Fader on the way. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Reeves. He's got 9. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. And finished off by Andersen.
And what a finish by Andersen, rising to get the lob pass and finish that one with some authority.
Done outside. Dishes it to Markkanen. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Andersen from the arc. And he gets it back. Count it. Andersen's got 14 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. LeBron against Markkanen. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the wing on the left. Here's Reeves. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Los Angeles. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Hayes. Prince out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. Here's Clarkson. Count it from 12. Clarkson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Jazz.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
Davis against Lewis. It's Davis with the drive over Lewis. And Davis can't get it to go.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Yurtsevin. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Here's Horton Tucker. Following the bucket by the Lakers. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Dinwiddie off with the layup. Clarkson up top. Dinwiddie covering. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Clarkson passes to Baisley. Fires away from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Outside, Davis. Bounce pass, Prince. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
George is checked in for Utah. And the Lakers also making a change. Vincent's checked in. Here's Wood. And again, the Lakers no good. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Prince. Horton Tucker, the pass to Baisley. Now Horton Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, George. Wood with the block.
Boy, what a denial by Wood. He relishes the chance to throw it out of there.
Russell, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Vincent. He's covered by Clarkson. Vincent misses. The Jazz shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Here's Hendricks. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
Russell passes to Wood. Back to Russell. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios. Winning in strong fashion, a relentless effort notches a W
for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for ABC.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Vincent misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell dishes to Prince. Passes it to Reeves. Now Russell. Clock at 6. The pass to Prince. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.